and it'll be Syracuse who gets the opening kick. As we are underway in Syracuse, an ACC matchup between the Syracuse Orange and the Boston College Eagles. Syracuse opts to go long, and it'll be Olivia Shippey to play it back into the box. And already the Eagles finding some space here. Emily Moore on that near side. Looking to get the ball into the box, and she wins her team a corner early on. Syracuse opting to go long, and the ball comes right back, and Boston College already with a corner, Maggie.
Boston College leads the ACC in corner kicks. This is no surprise that they're here getting one early. They are dominant up the wings and look to create opportunities, whether that's a corner or a goal-scoring opportunity.
Be Ashley Roberts to take that on the far side. An outswinger, and Syracuse opting to go for zonal marking. Ball into the box. Almost fell there to Lydia Poulin. Syracuse still trying to clear. Mia Clommer tries to clear. Anna Rupert now with that ball up top. And Boston College continuing this early wave of pressure. Amalia Dray looking for an option. One of the captains of this team opts to go long. Bree Bridges is equal to that one. A decent crowd here at SU Soccer Stadium to watch the final home match of the season for the Syracuse Orange. Could not ask for a better day here in Syracuse. Ball now on that far side, and that one's going to go the way of the Eagles. Seems as though Boston College is the team that's getting to those first and second balls earlier on in this game, Maggie.
Boston College coming out with a lot of energy and intensity in their pressure, really putting Syracuse under early here.
Collision sends that ball far. Seems as though in the first couple minutes, both sides, seems like it's a cagey affair almost, Maggie.
This is going to be a physical game. Boston College is second in the ACC in fouls, so they are physical and will impose themselves on these balls first and second, not afraid to use their bodies when needed. And you have fast, speedy players up top like Emily Mara, so this is a real test for Syracuse in physicality.
Syracuse opting to slow things down with Nixon. Back now to Shea Vanderbosch, who's been so excellent for Syracuse, one of the 3 team captains for the Orange, currently with 327 career saves.
That is an incredible number.
This is a team which has relied on Shea Vanderbosch so often to keep them in and help them get some wins. Such an important player for this team, and a player who will be remembered after she leaves.
Syracuse looking to play a few direct balls early that have been turnovers. You have to imagine head coach Nikki Thrasher-Adams would like to see a little more connection in the midfield there rather than a long ball forward.
Syracuse up in the pressure a little bit with Mia Clommer, and Shippey will off to go long. Ball stays with Boston College. Goldthwaite up top. Back to Clark. Could not find Real there, and Syracuse will get the ball back through Shea Vanderbosch. First couple of minutes, both teams have opted to go long a little bit more than they might be accustomed to, just feeling each other out. Syracuse opting to try to slow things down and build up through the back. That one's turned over, and chance now for Boston College to break. No foul there by the referee. There's a Wisbeck on that near side who fell down. Shea Vanderbosch will go long. Ball played in. Bridges now. Pushed in the back. Free kick for Syracuse.
there's some of that pressure we were talking about going to be established early by these Boston College attackers. Also notable here, Syracuse playing with their typical 3-back system, Boston College with 3 forwards, so it is a man-marked affair up top.
Rupert plays that one to Clommer. Tussle, and she's pushed off the ball well by Sophia Lowenberg. Lowenberg, an All-American in high school, 13 starts under her belt this season, including a full 90 last time out against Louisville. Ball up top, blocked by Nixon. Nixon looking for Rupert. Seems as though wingbacks are going to be the name of the game for Syracuse, especially if they're going to play 3 at the back.
It's the only way Syracuse is going to drive their offense from those center backs is playing it out wide, getting players to run up the sideline.
It's Bagnot on that near side who wins that one beautifully.
That is a well-done tackle from Agnata to collect it, find her feet, get up, and then play out of the back with speed.
Syracuse doing a good job at repelling the Boston College attacks, and there's space on this far side if Syracuse can take advantage. Ball play to McDermott. She's got Clommer on that near side, opts to go further. Cannot find the feet of Wisbech, but a good start for Syracuse.
That's a solid build out of the back, finding space, slowing down the tempo, and establishing themselves. That final pass is critical for Syracuse on offense, not turning it over, keeping that same poise that you had building out of the back and continuing it into the offensive third.
A lot of the attacks so far from Boston College have come on this far side. Ball now with Roush. Syracuse continuing to slow this game down and trying to maintain a grip on possession. Rupert fighting up there with Amalia Dray, can't get the better of her. Ball now wide with Wisbech. Cuts inside well. Lays that one off. Ball into the box. McDermott is there, and that one picked up by Shippey, but a good idea. McDermott almost there on the back post for Syracuse.
Game after game, Syracuse have built out their offense using this deliberate movement, and it feels like they're getting more comfortable with each other. Granted, it's a little late in the season, but you can tell that they know where players are going to be. They know where to play feet, or they know who to play into space now, and building that offense is coming easier to the team.
McDermott always a threat coming in from that wingback position. The main threat for Boston College is going to be number 24, Sophie Real, one of the top players on this team. It's Gatorade High School Player of the Year at Hingham High School. Transfer from UCLA on this near side, guarded by Natalie Magnato. Be an interesting matchup to see who can come out on top there. Ball with Poulin. Finds his way to Nixon, who finally clears for Syracuse. And the wind already playing a factor. That clearance had a lot of backspin on it from Nixon, and it can be a little difficult. You see that flag on the far side blowing in the direction of Boston College. Be a little bit more difficult for Syracuse to get those clearances out, and already you can see Boston College with the free kick.
Talk about the wind here. This is going to give Boston College an advantage. The wind going their direction on this free kick. Going to be looked to place around the penalty kick spot in the 18.
It'll be Lowenberg to whip this ball in for Boston College. Ball floated into the box, cleared away by Bridges. Opportunity now for Goldthwait. Ball back in and poked clear. Now with Wisbech. Clommer with a good ball through to Rupert. Anna Rupert with some space now. Try to poke that one through the legs of Bella Douglas, and Rupert gives away the foul.
Pressure on both sides of the ball here has the potential to be a chippy game, it's seeming.
Also according to the fans in attendance as well, who weren't happy with that one, but Anna Rupert, a very fast, very physical player.
Anna Rupert will be difficult for this Boston College defense to manage, and that was their biggest issue against Louisville. Lots of unforced errors in the back. If Syracuse can find a high press and put these players under pressure, that's what's going to cause them to have opportunities and to capitalize on them early.
They do have two pretty quick forwards in Mia Clommer as well as Anna Rupert, who can put that BC backline under a lot of pressure. But for now, it's Syracuse who have the ball, and got to say they're the team with the lion's share of possession so far.
Boston College looking in control on offense. Syracuse playing a little reactive defensively.
Ball now with Lee. Lee cuts inside. Floats that one into the back post, but just a little too far. Was looking for Ashley Roberts on that far side. A good idea, just a little bit too much on that ball.
That's the danger of Emily Mara. She's quick on the ball. She's fast to make decisions and release balls into different areas. She's very crafty as a player. Never going to attack the same way. Always thinking of something different, willing to use her footwork.
BC will force Syracuse to go long. First ball won by Wisbeck. Now with McDermott. That one's going to go into the corner. A difficult one for Shippey, but manages to go back into her box. You can already see that Syracuse testing their athleticism at the back.
Good confidence by Shippey there to come out of her box, corral that one in with her feet, and then pick it up.
Ball played forward to Mara. Just offside. Offside, but a good opportunity for BC, who almost found themselves in the back there.
Critical for Syracuse to stay organized on that quick counterattack.
That one just barely offside, but Mara had a lot of space here on that near side. Could have tested Vanderbosch. SU back line needing to stay disciplined. That pace of Boston College already proving a problem. Vanderbosch again to send this one long. Flick on by Wisbeck. Kroll goes in, and that one played long, but it will stay with Syracuse. Mentioned it earlier, but a big ACC game for Syracuse, who have just one win this season.
And looking at a hard away stretch they have after this, number 9 Duke and number 23 UNC on the road to close out conference play. Would be great for team morale if you get a last win at home.
Always so tough playing in the ACC. These games come thick and thin, and they come against really strong opponents too. Though you don't need to tell Boston College that. Still winless in conference play. Two sides who could really use a win here today.
And Boston College's last game against Louisville, close 1-0 loss. It really could have been anyone's game. Olivia Shippey standing on her head, quite frankly, with some incredible saves to keep her team in the game till the very end. But the crossbar, honestly, saving both teams in that game.
These are two teams who rely heavily on their goalkeepers to keep them in games. You see that reflected with how many saves both of them have this season. Both in the top 3 for saves. Also a byproduct of playing in such a strong conference. Rupert with a good flick on. Seems as though she's playing as a target man so far for Syracuse.
Definitely trying to find her feet or her head in that case. See if she can hold off the defenders and get a quick turn.
Ball now with Wisbeck. Tried finding Klein. She was dispossessed. Mara is brought down by Bridges. Another free kick here for Boston College.
Syracuse needing to be disciplined on defense. Really hold your feet. No quick fouls. Because this is a physical team and they will take advantage of every opportunity. And this is a straight on look for Boston College.
This one very straight on, as you mentioned, Maggie. Be interesting to see the decision here from Sophia Lowenberg, whether she goes for a goal or goes for a cross. It's kind of in that middle area. Lowenberg looks to her bench, stands over this one. She goes for goal. What a save by Shea Vanderbosch. That one in the middle of the goal, but hit with a lot of pace. And they're saying it's a goal kick.
Credit to Shea Vanderbosch. That appeared to be a save from our angle here, tipping it up and over off a driven shot from well outside the 18 by Lowenberg. I'm sure Shea Vanderbosch wants that one on her stat sheet.
Shea Vanderbosch already a lot of saves this season. Won't get credit for that one, as referee Brendan Marion said that that one was a goal kick. All's here with Bridges. Kroll with a nice move inside. Finds Roush. Has McDermott on this near side. Opts to use her. And that one cleared out for a throw. Syracuse an opportunity to use a long throw here, try to get this ball into the box. Ball thrown in. Headed away. Boston College trying to clear. Syracuse trying to stop them. And BC wins a free kick.
Emily Mara drawing foul after foul with her play. She's crafty with the ball at her feet. She's really hard to stop, which is making Syracuse rely on physicality and fouling to stop her in the run of play.
You can already see how much of a threat she is and how much respect Syracuse is paying her. Natalie McNaughton man marking her in this final third. Player of great danger for Syracuse, or for Boston College, excuse me. That ball is played long. Over the head of Roberts. Now with McNeil. Looking for Roberts. Roberts into the box. Mara cuts that one back. And finally cleared for Syracuse. A good opportunity, though, for BC.
Well done by Bree Bridges to stay with Mara the entire way, hold her feet, and not dive in the final shot there.
Now it's BC's turn to have a throw here. You can see the directions giving out. They want this ball into the box. Ball thrown in. McNeil heads that one back. And now that one's whipped in the box. Almost got there for Mara. Bridges struggling to clear that one, and finally away by Magnotta. Nixon and Mara struggling here. It's Mara who keeps it in the corner. Runs away from two players. Space here on this far side. Bella Douglas inside to Roberts. Goes for goal. Collected by Vanderbosch. Not going to trouble the goalkeeper, but still a good look for BC.
BC with a strong offensive pressure there. Mara breaking two defenders to find the feet of her center midfielders who were running forward. Boston College really throwing numbers behind that attack.
Some cracks starting to show on that Syracuse back line, and BC is definitely growing into this game. Ball now with Clark. A great tackle there by Roush. See Syracuse on the counterattack. Had Rupert if she wanted to, but it's now with Wisbeck. Wisbeck trying to get across and uses her body well. No foul given. Wisbeck, ball into the box. Shot on net! That one is wide. Good opportunity there for Mia Klammer. Best chance of the game so far for Syracuse.
Great look by Syracuse. Mia Klammer just hitting it wide, but a well-placed ball into the middle, and Mia Klammer timing it just right with her finish. Unfortunately, wide of the post for the Orange.
Already seen the emphasis on those wide areas with Maya McDermott on this near side and Gabby Wisbeck over there on the left for Syracuse.
This three-back system asks a lot of the outside midfielders up and down the field the entire game, connecting the offense to the defense. But in moments like that, that's when the payoff comes, is you bring the ball all the way up from the back, quick turnarounds, and that's when Syracuse looks the most potent.
Syracuse opting to try and use that counter. It's BC who've dominated the ball in these last 10 minutes or so. Both sides have had decent looks on goal. BC from that free kick opportunity from Lowenberg, and Syracuse with Mia Klommer, who has the ball right now. Has Magnotta. Good ball through, finds Klein. Klein gets the ball stuck at her feet, but keeps it for Syracuse as the wind continues to pick up. It's Real all by herself. Now has some help. Takes on Nixon, but Nixon is equal to it. Still a throw, though, for BC.
Boston College looking threatening on that ball. Real doing well to hold it up and wait for her teammates to run onto it. Emily Mara with a run into the box. And Nixon holding her feet and forcing that ball out wide. Also, both sides here looking at the long throw-in as an offensive method, I guess, to use in addition to their corner kicks.
They opt to go short this time. Chance for this ball to get back into the box. Rupert clears. Again, Sophia Lowenberg shepherding that one out. It's been one of the better players so far for BC. The senior out of Trumbull, Connecticut. Went to a high school near me, believe it or not, and has proved to be rock solid at the back for BC.
Her experience in the back is important as well. This is a young front row for the Boston College Eagles. Lots of freshmen on this team, but Lowenberg showing her experience with her poise and the way she's playing on the ball today.
Finds it again in Syracuse. It's going to step up here and try to apply a little bit more pressure. Poulin. Appeared as though there was a push in the back, and BC will win a free kick. We've already seen how dangerous Lowenberg's free kicks can be, forcing that save, which didn't necessarily count in the stat sheet for a save for Shea Vanderbosch, but it will be Lowenberg who will likely put this ball into the box. But with the wind at her back, you never know. This ball will seemingly carry with how strong the wind is. Lowenberg into the box. Headed away. Still in the box now for BC with Mara. Rupert fighting with that one. And play will be stopped here. It appears as though Mara just has the wind knocked out of her. Maybe got that ball hit around her stomach. And it will be a drop ball. These two teams know each other well. BC won the last matchup. Home game, a 3-1 win for the Eagles. And now Syracuse has it. Back with BC, and Syracuse continuing to up this pressure now. Trying to use his press as a way forward, and they do win a throw. As we will have the first substitute of the game.
Substitution for Syracuse, number 8, Vita Nyan.
It'll be Vita Nyan to come in
Gabby Wisbeck.
for Gabby Wisbeck, who had that almost assist on that cross to Mia Klommer. Wisbeck, one of the most important midfielders for this team. To be replaced with Vita Nyan, who only played 17 minutes last time out versus Miami. But does have 14 games under her belt so far this season.
Strategic move from the head coach to get fresh legs up on the wide players if you're expecting that's where your attack is coming from. Can anticipate more subs from there.
Little struggled there at the back, but Syracuse maintains possession with a goal kick. As we approach midway through this first half, Opportunities for both sides, Maggie.
Both have looked dominant. Syracuse with that cross and a finish wide of the post. Boston College applying lots of pressure with more built-out attacks.
McDermott with a good ball through, almost finding Anna Rupert, who continues to fight for that ball. And does win her team a throw. Already seen the pace of Maya McDermott. Been so effective for Syracuse so far. She throws that one in. McDermott up top. Good skill there by Clommer. That one a little bit off, but still a good opportunity for Syracuse. Coming off that throw from Maya McDermott.
Mia Clommer cutting inside to the top of the 6. Ball looks like it comes off the side of her cleat wide, but a good movement and looking dangerous in the box. Very few other Syracuse players up there with her, really having to take that one on by herself.
Substitution for Syracuse, number 18, Olivia Bozzo for number 20,
Olivia Bozzo
Emma
comes
Klein.
in for Emma Klein now, and Syracuse continuing to go to that bench. Try to up that tempo and try to get a goal before the end of the first half. McDermott here with some space. Cuts inside. Looking for help. Finds the substitute 9, but BC's able to get that one. Mara running at pace. Looking for help. Plays that one back to Roberts. Roberts with the ball into the box. And that one almost found the feet of Ava McNeil. Just a little bit too much, but BC answering the Syracuse pressure with a good attack of their own.
We've been talking about Emily Mara all half, but what a dominant run down the sideline from her, being tested the entire way by Syracuse's Jasmine Nixon, never backing down from that pressure and finding feet, playing with poise. Impressive look from the Boston College Eagles as we go into the second half of the first half.
Both sides showing their strength and getting some chances on goal. As again, you see that wind playing a big factor for Shea Vanderbosch and those goal kicks. Turn here by Roush. Opts to go long, looking for McDermott, a little bit ahead of her. McDermott still applying a little bit of pressure, and BC is forced to go long. Great ball, though, to McNeil. Has Matt. Cuts inside. That one will find Mara. Mara against Nixon, and Syracuse is able to clear, but BC right back at it. A great tackle there by Naheen. Finds McNeil on the far side. BC recycles. Now with Douglas. Douglas sends it right back to Poulin. Poulin's ball into the box, collected by Vanderbosch.
It's a good build-up by Boston College, but lacking the precision of the final pass, the final shot on goal.
Vanderbosch goes long. Good flick on by Clommer, but Rupert can't get to that one. Ball now with McDermott. Syracuse putting together some good passing moves. Playing through this midfield, but they give that one away to Mara. Mara 4-on-1. Cuts inside. Looks for a shot. Saved by Vanderbosch. Mistake by Syracuse. Almost capitalized for BC.
Syracuse needing to communicate, quite frankly, there in the middle. 1-on-4 should not be as threatening as that look was for Mara.
That one almost found the feet of McDermott, but played out. Seems as though BC is just waiting for their opportunity to strike, and both teams will go to their bench.
Syracuse, number 2, Julia Arbelize for number
Tess
15,
Barrett coming on,
McDermott.
as well as Sadie Mathis.
Substitutions for Boston College.
Julia
Number
Arbelize
10,
is coming
Tess
in for the
Barrett
Orange.
For number 24, Sophie Reel. And number 11, Sadie Mathis for number 6, Ava McNeil.
Both teams opting to go to their bench. trying to get a goal in these last 16 minutes before halftime. Maris flick is cleared away by Magnotta. Magnotta just a freshman, but he's played so many minutes this season. Over 1,200 minutes so far for the Orange in just her freshman year. Has started 15 games, such an important piece for the Syracuse Orange. And her throw is taken away by Clark. Clark with the switch to Mathis. Tries to lay that one off to Barrett, but still with Mathis on the far side. Barrett trying to get some space. Plays that one back to Roberts. And out for a goal kick.
You talked about Natalie Magnotta. This entire Syracuse defense, lots of new players in the back. Bree Bridges,
College,
Jasmine Nixon, transfer, and a
Andy
freshman. I've been asked, a lot's been asked of them this season as Syracuse being peppered with shots, going in looking for their 6th shutout here today. We sing the praises of Shea Vanderbosch, and rightfully so, but a lot should be said for this back line. A 3-back is not easy to execute, and Syracuse has done well this season to build their attack through the back and stay committed to this 3-back system.
We've already seen the importance of these wing backs so far in this 3-back system. BC made a sub earlier. Andy Wright coming in for Linda Poulin. As the wind continues to pick up here at SU Soccer Stadium. So does the play of Syracuse. Klommer lays that one off to Roush. It falls here. Shot! And that one is wide. A good opportunity for Syracuse. But that one's dragged wide by Kroll.
That feels like the story of Syracuse's season. Great build-up, a phenomenal look, and then the final minutes, just unable to put the ball in the back of the net.
Came from some good play here on this near side. We've already seen the strength of Klommer and Rupert playing up top. Roush drops that one off. Back to Magnotta, who plays that one to Mathis. Opportunity and a save from Shea Vanderbosch. Fantastic stop from Syracuse's #1. Off of the mistake by Natalie Magnotta.
Substitution for Boston College, number 13, Lily Kiliski.
That's a great save by Shea Vanderbosch. From
Roberts.
no defenders in front of her to help her. So much asked of her, and once again, she delivers. Just a breakdown of the Syracuse defense. No communication there. Natalie Magnotta missing the feet of Bree Bridges in the center position.
Chance now for BC. Shouts of handball here. And the referee is going to look at this one.
Play has been paused for a video review.
It was Tess Barrett who whipped that ball in and hit the first man for Syracuse. Shouts of handball, and the referee is going to go and look at the monitor.
Bit of an awkward play, and I think the question here is, was it intentional use of the hand? It appeared she jumped up, hands were out, but was it an intentional block with the hands, or was it just the way she was moving as she jumped?
Of course, that ball coming in off of a corner from Barrett, so there was time to get yourself set. You've seen defenders who, when defending corners or defending set pieces, will keep their hands behind their back. That not the case there, and could be a reprieve for Boston College.
A good time for both teams. This is an unseasonably warm October day. Grab some water, regroup as a team, hear from your head coach, and kind of reframe how you want to end this first half.
Short review. And it is going to be a penalty for Boston College.
Is a handball, therefore a penalty kick.
An unfortunate break for Syracuse and an opportunity for BC to get on the board. Although if you want any goalkeeper trying to save you, you do want Shea Vanderbosch. Didn't have an active game last game. Only had one save to make in Syracuse's win over Miami. Has been called on at times during this game. be the captain, Amalia Dray, for BC. Dray against Vanderbosch. An opportunity to give BC the lead. It's Dray. And she scores! Amalia Dray gives the visitors the lead off of the handball. BC up 1-0.
It's a well-taken penalty kick, low and driven to the left side. Shea Vanderbosch choosing the right side, which is half the battle, but that ball was buried in the back corner, unable to stop it. A tough look for the Orange to finish out this first half. Lots of momentum now for the Boston College Eagles.
Not sure if that goal upset the weather gods, as the wind has really picked up here. Can see the flags in the background. But the wind at the sails of BC right now will have the 1-goal advantage over Syracuse. This game has picked up in pace a little bit.
There's a sense of urgency from the Syracuse bench and the Boston College Eagles looking to finish out this first half on top.
Arbalez to Roush. Roush looking for help. Opts to send that one long and cleared away by BC. Two balls on the pitch, and it'll be Magnotta to throw this one in for SU. Hands it off to Arbalez. Be interesting to see how this game changes. We've seen Syracuse opt to play more in the counter so far. BC now trying to play through. Douglas sends that one long off the back of Roush. Who now has the ball. Played through to Clommer. Just can't get there. Shippey had to be quick off of her line to pick that one up for BC.
Syracuse early in the season looked like they were attempting the high press as their method of offense. Now later in the season, relying more, like you said, on the fast break and getting players up from the back, playing a more defensive-minded game.
Naheen Fort's back. And gives away a throw.
Naheen holding on to it a bit, but nowhere to go with it. No players to be found behind her.
Looking for help and couldn't find anything. All played up top. And BC will recycle. Ball now played to Mathis. Headed away by Nixon, but BC continuing to move forward. Now a chance for a throw-in opportunity. Will be the captain on that far side. Played into Mathis. And wins another throw for BC. Continuing to just move down here, Maggie.
Sadie Mathis, one of these freshman attackers who's making herself known early on in this first half. Late on in this first half, excuse me. Using her presence, her physicality, and creating a lot of opportunities on the right side for Boston.
Syracuse finally gets a reprieve. Wins the throw as we approach 10 minutes left in this first half. SU trailing 1-0 to the visitors off of a penalty by Amalia Dray. Came off a handball following a corner by Tess Barrett, and pretty even half outside of that penalty. Really could see either team leading this match, but fortune favored BC.
Shea Vanderbosch being tested more frequently and more dangerously, I would say, than Olivia Shippey so far. But Syracuse with some decent looks on offense. Again, lacking in that final touch, that final shot. Weathering the storm of this Boston College offense right now.
A storm which keeps coming and could get even worse here with Mara. Plays that one to Douglas. Douglas cuts inside. Now with Clark. And cleared away by Roush. BC with another throw, but Syracuse repelling these attacks, trying to go in, just 1-0 to their name.
Syracuse doing well on defense to get 3 people behind that ball, but then nowhere for Roush to go with it. All players back on defense. That's going to be something to work on in the second half, getting numbers back, but then also building quickly on the counterattack and throwing numbers in front of the ball.
Barrett looked for a flick there, but finds the hands of Shea Vanderbosch, who yells at her defenders to go up, trying to kickstart an attack and find an equalizer for Syracuse. Now with Roush. Vanderbosch out wide to Nixon.
Both goalkeepers quite comfortable with the ball at their feet, which is a huge asset for head coaches on both sides. You have an extra player in your defense when your goalkeeper is comfortable and confident with the ball.
Both goalkeepers such important pieces to these teams. BC back again on the attack. It's Barrett, finds Mathis. Opts to go to Mara, and that one is dealt with Bridges. Still with Mara. And played back to Lowenberg. Opportunity for BC as that ball's put into the box. Can't find Mathis. And cleared away again. Does seem as though when Syracuse gets the opportunity to clear, they really only have 1 or 2 players to aim for up top.
And lots is being asked of them. If it's one player up top, man marked, can they quickly turn and try to find feet? It's tough when there's only 1 or 2 other players up there with them. Key here is to hold the ball up, let your attackers get up with you, and then farm it out from there.
Anna Rupert, one of those players who Syracuse needs to play that ball to, playing as a target man up top. Just over 6 minutes left here in this first half. Syracuse still trailing. Mara pushed off it. Now with Rupert. Flex that one off Roberts' throw here for Syracuse, who continue to rack in the throw-ins.
Messy sequence there, ball bouncing all around. Neither team able to corral it.
Clommer here for the long throw. Throws that one in. Flick on Farns. Arbelias inside the box. Goes down, and some shouts of a penalty, but nothing given by the referee.
That was a great long throw in. And here we go again with another Syracuse cross.
Arbelias tried to find her teammate there, Naheen, but it's now here with Roush. Was pushed off the ball brilliantly there, but still here with Syracuse. Naheen. Played out wide, chance to deliver. Ball into the box. Arbelias is still going to have it. Has Magnata, but opts to put that one back in. Flick on by Clommer. Not going to test Shippey, but Syracuse almost found the back of the net there.
Great looks by Syracuse on both sides of the field. Ball swinging around. Doing well to keep that as a series of plays, never losing possession. Putting the Boston College defenders on their heels. Arbelias dropping in the box. Just a good foul from our perspective up here in the broadcast booth, but a dangerous look for Syracuse, one they'll look to replicate going into the second half.
And Maggie, you've talked about it, and in this formation for Syracuse, there's such an emphasis on those wing backs, and when Syracuse can get both of their wing backs up, they almost seem like a completely different team.
Absolutely. Arbelias is what I like to call an energizer bunny for this team. She is quick on the ball. She's shifty. She uses her pace, and she is dynamic on offense, looking to create opportunities and challenges for the Boston defense.
Here she is here trying to get that one into the box. It's now with Rupert. Gets that one through. Finds her teammate Clommer. Now with Arbelias. Cuts back in. Puts that one into the box. Body's flying, and it'll stay here with Syracuse. Naheen using her pace. Trying to get another ball into the box. Does so, but cleared away by Barrett. Mathis trying to clear. And it's going to stay here with Naheen. Nixon puts that one away from the goal, and a goal kick for BC.
Sense of urgency and energy coming from Syracuse late in the first half. The best looks that they've seen all game, to be frank. Looking dominant from the right side. These balls starting with Arbelias, building out of the back. Pass from Magnata. Looking strong on the offense. It's a question of, is this something that's replicable and something that they can be consistent with going into the second half as legs get heavy and people get tired.
So Hannah Spencer coming in for Emily Mara, who's been a problem for Syracuse in this first half, and the substitute now is an opportunity. Spencer against Bridges. Able to keep that one in, but not able to find a teammate. Back here to Nixon. Syracuse are cycling for maybe one more attack in this first half. Magnata. Up to Arbelias. The wind's still very strong here in Syracuse. Good ball through, and switch here for Syracuse. Nixon up to Naheen, who's been an impact sub since she came on in the first half.
Syracuse switching the field and catching Boston a little bit sleeping on one side of the ball. That's going to be an important factor. Can you switch it with pace, play through your central midfielders from the back, and look to build opportunities on the other side of the ball?
Naheen wins that flick on. Syracuse has numbers here. Looking for Clommer. Gets pushed off that one. Shouts of handball, nothing given. And now it's with Clark. Plays that one through, and space here for Spencer. Bridges needed to be alert and play back to Vanderbosch. We talked about how important the fullbacks are for Syracuse, but that's the other side of the coin. When you get your fullbacks high, you can be hit on the break.
It's a risky system because if left exposed, it's a three-back system with lots of gaps in the middle that teams can play through. And Boston College looking to do just that on their attack.
Magnata's had to be really active here, one of the center backs in this system. Having to cover a lot of ground.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
As we approach just 1 minute left here in this first half. Syracuse trying to get an equalizer. Nixon playing that one through. And it will find the feet of Clommer. Beats her man easily. And a great tackle. Puts that one out for a corner.
That build-up starting with Jasmine Nixon in the back, seeing space and continuing to take it, looking a little confused even, asking for players to play the ball into, and then finding the ball up the outside of the field.
Lowenberg had to get that tackle right, and she did. But an opportunity here with just under 20 seconds for Syracuse to try to get a goal before the half ends. Last chance of this first half.
10.
Ball put into the box.
8,
Punched
7,
away by Shippey.
6.
Still here with Syracuse.
4,
Arbelias
3,
puts that one out to
2,
Nixon. Goes for a goal.
0.
And saved by Shippey.
At halftime, your score.
In that Miami game, their 1-0 win over Miami, giving them their first ACC win in 3 years. Looking for a second one here in the second half at SU Soccer Stadium.
We Ashley Roberts to kick things off, and We are underway here at SU Soccer Stadium between BC and Syracuse. Again, mentioned it multiple times in the first half, but the wind definitely a factor now at the back of Syracuse, who still have 45 minutes to try and get that equalizer.
They should look to use this as momentum building. Shea Vanderbosch playing a lot of long balls out of the back now will carry much further with the wind in her favor.
Do you think that maybe plays into the strategy of Syracuse, Maggie, maybe opting to go for some of those long balls, knowing that the wind will take them over?
Absolutely. I think they've played a few of these balls out of the back and haven't been successful, but now being able to find feet and holding this ball in the air also allows the attackers to get more of a run up and build Syracuse numbers in the attack, which is where they've been struggling.
For those of you that don't know, Maggie certainly has a lot of experience, a goalkeeper at UPenn. How do you think the wind will affect both keepers?
The wind is tough when you're a keeper. For Olivia Shippey, the ball will hang in the air. It's really hard to read. So being light on your feet and not committing to a side too early is going to be critical for her to make sure she can read this ball well.
BC already starting on the front foot. And that ball in by Mathis is deflected by Nixon. Still now with Roberts. Played to the top of the box. Wright can't get a shot off. Douglas plays that one to Mara. Mara goes down, but no foul in the eyes of Brandon Marion. BC continuing this attack. Clark tries to get a shot off, cleared away by Roush. Rupert and Clommert staying high for Syracuse, trying to provide an outlet for the Orange, and that one is blocked. So the referee's going to stop things here. Ashley Roush is shaken up for the Orange. Not sure if she got the wind knocked out of her, but we'll take a moment to make sure she's okay.
Boston with a really deliberate and patient attack that we just saw. They're not afraid to hold on to the ball and play feet and play it around, swing it around the field. A lot of teams are often quick to get the ball off their feet, but they are more willing to find players and build.
Robert Sosensky. Slensky shoots that one over the bar. Not going to trouble Shea Vanderbosch, but the first shot of the half goes the way of BC. Pretty even half for both sides. We talked about it in the first half that Syracuse could have been the team that found the opening goal, but went the way of BC. Both teams having 5 shots in that first half.
51-49 possession. Couldn't really be more split down the middle than that. This is a game of transition so far.
We've seen the different ways that Syracuse has played. They've opted to play more on the counter in that first half, and through these long balls. Rupert forces Dray to clear that one, but another opportunity for Syracuse with a long throw. And I'll tell you what, if you can get this ball into the air, it's likely that the wind might take it all the way in.
I don't know if you guys at home can hear this, but the wind is so strong on the field, it's knocking things over in the stands.
And going completely in the way of Syracuse as that ball travels in the air. Dray able to kick that one out for a throw. But if you're Syracuse and it appears as though the wind is going to pick up here in the second half, you'd really want that wind at your back. And it has already proven to be a dangerous weapon for the Orange. Ball put into the box and headed away for a goal kick. Goal kick to be taken by Olivia Shippey, the junior goalkeeper. It's her first year as the main starter for BC and has been very active this season with 62 saves and an 84% save percentage. So a reliable goalkeeper for BC who've struggled at times to help protect the net.
She had a career-high 10 saves versus Stanford in their 2-0 loss, and Stanford a notoriously offensive-minded team with some playmakers up top, and she really stood out for them.
Clommert trying to get her shot off. Wins that one back. Thwarted here by Slensky, who kicks that one off. Clommert for a BC throw. Also interesting to see from a Syracuse perspective. Maya McDermott started out on the right side in the first half. They now put her again on this near side on the left this time. She's fighting with Mathis. Mathis gets the better of that one and headed away by Bridges.
Maya McDermott has done so well with the ball at her feet, controlling it and finding players into the midfield to build that switch out of the back. She's been a key player this first half, looking into the second.
Syracuse upping that pressure a little bit, but BC is able to play through. Now some space here for Mara. Has Mathis in support, but Mara opting to go alone. Tries to play that one through Bridges and eventually cleared away by Magnata. Ball into the box, almost found the feet there. But again, out for Syracuse. Goal kick. An opportunity again for BC through Bella Douglas.
Syracuse needing to be cleaner there on that clearance. Magnata getting her foot behind it, but it falls straight to a Boston College player who's able, and in a really good position, to loft that ball in for a cross middle of the box. I think just taking a second and recognizing when these defenders have time is a really important point to building out of the back for Syracuse.
Syracuse opting to go long, and pinball here finds Mia Clommer chasing that one down. Shippey had to be attentive and does. Good opportunity for Syracuse.
Shippey quick off her line and with confidence. That is not a ball you come out for without knowing that you are fully going to get it as a goalkeeper. But also Mia Clommer doing well to just run through that ball. You never know where it's going to bounce, and she does well to create an opportunity for herself.
Rupert tries getting a cross in. That one blocked away by Douglas, who puts it out for a throw. Syracuse really picking things up in these last couple of minutes.
The high press putting Boston on their heels, but the question is it sustainable for an entire half, or will Syracuse look to get more subs on the field, fresh legs, or sit back more in the second part of the second half?
We've also seen how dangerous Mara is for BC. And that one is cleared away by Clark. Well, now with Mara, who on cue from the commentator's curse kicks that one out for a Syracuse throw.
Just got tripped up under her feet, it appears.
She has been a very dangerous player thus far for BC. The junior out of Winchester, Massachusetts. Someone who rarely ever gets substituted. Again, I mentioned there's a few players who have played over 1,000 minutes for BC. She is one of them. Started all 15 games.
Her athleticism is something I think the viewer can take for granted. It is really impressive in the high-speed game of college women's soccer to play full 90s game after game, especially as a forward, pressing the way she is. Boston definitely has something to look forward to as they build their attack around here in the years to come.
Can play as a lone striker, but can also be helped out by Ellie Zlensky and Mathis, who they're going to try to play the ball to now. Header won by Bridges, but Zlensky has it now for BC. Has Roberts if she wants to use her, and does. Roberts can't get to that one, and a reprieve for Syracuse. Here, Rupert talking to the bench. Her and Clommer are playing off each other, and I found some good chances here. They both have very good athleticism and do have a step over this back line, Maggie.
Yeah, that's been the way that Syracuse has found opportunities in previous games, is these one-off looks from a transition, playing quickly, and then Ashley Rausch and Mia Clommer off to the races. But it's hard to build a sustainable offense through that.
Now with Mara. Needs some help as she's defended by Bridges. Mara cuts into the box, plays that one. Ball still bouncing here in the Syracuse 18. And reclaimed by Roberts. Wright plays that one out to Mara. Goes against Magnata. Help coming in as Mara plays that one back. Opportunity to deliver. And a ball into the box. Dealt with by McDermott. And it will be a corner now for BC.
These past few looks from Boston College are all coming from unforced defensive errors in the Syracuse backline, clearances that are just not breaking the 18, and that's an issue, something they'll really need to clean up. This is not a team to play around with in the offensive third for them.
It'll be a corner now for BC. An opportunity to get that second goal. That ball goes into the box. Not dealt with by Syracuse, and another chance here for BC. It's Roberts put that one into the back post, and that header is wide. Arguments now, and referee Brandon Marion going to give that one another corner for BC, to the dismay of Syracuse.
Just dangerous look after dangerous look here for Boston. Syracuse putting practically their entire team in the 18-yard box on this defensive play.
We've already seen that the penalty came off a corner, and these corner kicks proven to be very dangerous for BC. Ball whipped in by Roberts into that near post and dealt with by Vanderbosch. Here's as though there was a collision, and that one will be on the ground as Vanderbosch is a little slow to get up.
Looks like Shea Vanderbosch caught a stray shoulder as she bodied her way through that ball. Goalkeepers are well protected in college soccer, and if she comes out and calls for that ball like she did, it's going to be her call 98% of the time.
This functions the same as a goal kick, and Arbelia is ready for Syracuse to come on as a sub. Klommer plays that one up top, trying to find Roush, but just hit a little bit too hard.
Shippey taking her time with the ball early in this second half, but already looking to wear down the clock where they can.
Those minutes can't tick down fast enough for BC, but there's still a lot of time here for Syracuse. Rupert plays that one through, looking for Roush, but it again dealt with by Shippey, who has had to be quick off her line so far, Maggie.
She has. There's a balance to it, staying too far back on your line and allowing a lot of balls played over top of your defenders, and then being too high up where you can be caught off guard and the ball can be chipped over you into the goal. And she does well. She's very athletic, very quick on her first step.
Hasn't had too much to do, only one shot on net for Syracuse, but an opportunity now for BC with Mara. Tries to cross that one in and deflect it off Magnotta for yet again another corner kick for BC.
Mara looking very speedy, and the speed at which she plays that ball into the cross is impressive. A lot of players will take an extra touch, lose that ball, won't be able to create the opportunity, but Mara is very quick in her decision making and fast to get the ball off her feet.
Fifth corner of the day for BC, who, as I mentioned earlier, got their goal off of a corner and were awarded a penalty kick. And Clark now to deliver. Puts that one in to the top of the box, and an opportunity for Maya McDermott here. She is brought down by Roberts. Free kick for Syracuse.
That's a good call by the referee, and he's bringing the player over to chat with her. Just a risky foul. Comes in with both legs, slightly from the back.
3 subs here ready for Syracuse. As I mentioned, Arbelia's Gabby Wisbeck and Abby Corvia. Ready to come on for the Orange, who still have 31 minutes left to find that equalizer. McDermott gives that one away. Mathis plays wide. Goldthwait will deliver that one. But again, collected by Vanderbosch. Opts to go quickly. Deflection, and Syracuse yet again just trying to find Anna Rupert, but unable to do so. Ball played now to Mara. Mara goes for goal, and an effort which isn't going to test Shea Vanderbosch, but another shot for BC, and Syracuse finally gets the chance to bring in their subs.
For Syracuse, number 2, Julia Arbelies. For number 15, Maya McDermott. Number 10,
You can
Gabby
feel the
Wisbeck
difference in
for
tempo
number 4,
between these two
Ashley
teams.
Roberts.
Shea Vanderbosch coming
And
off that
number
cross, looking to play
17,
really
Abby
fast with a
Invervaya
really
for number 13, Anna
sense of
Rupert.
urgency behind that ball. And Olivia Shippey playing with the ball at her feet, very calm, looking to take more time. You can sense that Syracuse really itching to get their first goal here.
The rules, of course, do favor making a lot of substitutions in women's soccer. Unlike in men's soccer, if you get substituted, you can come back in. So wouldn't be surprised if we saw Anna Rupert, Maya McDermott make their way back onto the field. But right now, the attention is with Ashley Roberts, who got that ball into the face and is being told by Brandon Marion that she does need to seek medical attention.
There's a rule, if there's ever any blood on any kind of hit to the face or anywhere, you have to be subbed off, cleaned up, and then you can come back on. So I wouldn't be surprised if she quickly comes back on the pitch.
Appears as though Roberts is okay. Sophomore out of Victoria, BC. Going from British Columbia to Boston College, almost a perfect match for Ashley Roberts.
Number 15, Ashley Roberts.
And BC is going to make the sub. Like I mentioned, you can come back in after you get subbed, so it'll be Barrett to take her place for the time being. As we approach just past 10 minutes in this second half, BC still holding on to that 1-0 advantage, but has looked as though Syracuse can find a way through, but they have to be careful because BC has had some good opportunities here to start the second half.
Boston College having the upper hand in the past few minutes, connecting more on offense, finding feet, setting their own rhythm, putting Syracuse on their heels, to be honest.
Still a lot of time for Syracuse, but if Boston College can hold on, it would be their first win in conference play this season. And yet again, another loss for Syracuse. Already 5 so far in the ACC, hoping to avoid number 6 today. Zelensky can't get to that one. Cleared as far as Nixon. BC able to play through. And Mara now with some space. Plays that one through to Mathis. Ball whipped into the box and cleaned yet again by Vanderbosch. Hasn't had to make a lot of saves in this second half, but has had to come out to collect a lot of crosses for Syracuse.
You talked about Olivia Shippey being quick off her line to clear balls with her feet, but Shea Vanderbosch looking very fast to come and call and claim a ball off a cross.
Wisbeck tried to play that one quickly, but Clark ran in to stop and gives BC a chance to get some numbers behind the ball. Wisbeck continues to look long here. Wisbeck does go long. And that one dealt with yet again by Sophia Lowenberg.
Looks like it caught Zelensky a little off guard, didn't know it was coming to her at that kind of pace.
Lowenberg does eventually go long. It falls perfectly to Mathis. Zelensky kicks that one out, and yet again another throw here.
Substitution for Boston College, number 15, Ashley Roberts for number 10, Tess Barrett.
Like you mentioned, Maggie, Roberts coming back in, just making sure all the blood was cleared off of her face. And back in the fray for BC. Syracuse trying to use these throws as a way forward, but every chance they get, BC has repelled them. Still 27 minutes for Syracuse to find that equalizer, but BC again waiting for those seconds to tick off, taking as much time as they can. Syracuse will continue to try to go for their bench. Another sub soon to come on for the Orange. Mara looking for help. was looking for her teammate Douglas, but that one goes out, and Syracuse will make their substitution now.
Substitution for Syracuse, number 21, Mackenzie Dupre, for number 5,
Dupre to
Julia
come in
Koval.
for Julia Koval. Dupre, the senior out of Pittsburgh. Hasn't played since September 28th in their loss to Stanford. Has only featured in 8 matches so far this season.
Always good to get fresh legs, new energy into a game. You never know who can be that spark to make a change.
Nikki Thrasher-Adams trying to find that spark on her bench. A lot of substitutes on the pitch now for Syracuse. Maybe in hopes that some of those starters can come in the later stage of the game, giving them a chance to rest, but Syracuse would still like a goal at any time. Elias with some nice feet. Finds herself tracked down by Goldthwait. Wisbeck with a nice move. Puts that one into the box. A little difficult there for Amalia Dray, and goes out for, yet again, another throw-in for Syracuse.
This feels familiar. We've been here before.
Feels like each team has had at least 100 throw-ins so far in this game, Maggie.
Absolutely. And Syracuse, again, with the wind at their backs, looking to use this long throw into their advantage.
Definitely a long throw, and that one just wide. One of the better opportunities of this second half for the Orange. Coming off of that long throw, Maggie.
Yeah, Abby Incorvaya getting her head on it, going just wide of the post, but those are the opportunities you look for and try to create with those long throw-ins. It's effectively like a second corner kick.
The wind still a factor here, and that one is played through for Roberts. Shot on net, saved by Vanderbosch. Ashley Roberts found herself in a lot of space here on that far side. But that one, you're going to have to do better to beat Shea Vanderbosch.
A breakdown of the Syracuse midfield, just a lack of players dropping back and helping on defense. Shea Vanderbosch doing what she does best, keeping her team in the game with a great save.
Arbelia is looking for one of her teammates. It will be chased by Klommer, who will let that one go for a Syracuse corner. That's their second of the day, and all the ladies coming up for SU.
Shea Vanderbosch even coming well out of her box to stand near halfway. No harm. Second half of a game you're trying to win, throw as many bodies into the box and high up the field as you can.
All 11 players in the box defending this corner for BC. Wisbeck drives that one in over the head of Shippey. And all the way out for a goal kick.
That is a great cross by Gabby Wisbeck, whipped into the far back post. 2 Syracuse players standing there and no one able to get a foot on it, and it kind of trickles out. I don't think Syracuse realized it was still in as it went on the far side.
Gabby Wisbeck, an outswinger, floating that one in, and of course with this wind, that one always going to trouble Shippey, who also has a tough time getting this ball out because that wind is pushing right back.
She does well with a lower driven ball, but nothing can beat this.
Syracuse yet again forcing BC to go long. But that pace of Mara getting them that ball. Out for a Syracuse throw, but she's been such an X factor for the Eagles today.
What makes Mara so dangerous is both her pace with the ball in front of her when she's running onto it, and also her comfort with the ball at her feet. She's equally dominant at both, which is really rare in a college player, especially someone as a freshman who's not as experienced.
Hardly know that she's a freshman with how she's been playing so far. 27 shots this season for BC, so one of their premier attackers who is showing her physical ability as well, making sure that she's putting that Syracuse back line under pressure.
I'm sure the head coach Hawkins is excited to look forward to new seasons with her and build the offense around her as a really key player.
Ball played forward now for Syracuse off of the throw-in. It'll be a ball into the box. Arbelia tried to get her head on that one, but Shippey will take her time in getting the ball for this goal kick. Around midway through this second half, opportunities for both sides, but in the last 10 minutes or so, Syracuse really picking things up, trying to find that equalizer. Head coach Nikki Thrasher-Adams going to her bench for some help, and it's worked out so far. That one out for another throw. This one to be taken by Goldthwaite. Slight push there, and free kick given off of Anna Croyle. Chance here for Lowenberg to deliver this ball into the box. We've seen how powerful her kicks can be in the first half, almost finding the back of the net. She opts to go long down the near side. Mathis can't keep that one in. Throw in again for Syracuse. Nixon playing with Arbelayes. Again trying to find one of her forward friends, but that final pass eluding Syracuse so far. They know they have pace up top.
Substitution for Boston College, number 24, Sophie Reel. For number 11, Sadie Mathis.
BC going to their bench now, bringing in one of their better players, Sophie Reel, who started this game and was really strong in that first half. Seems as though, Maggie, that BC is trying to get that second goal to kill this game off.
I think there's a sense of urgency coming from their bench and their head coach of, okay, we're up 1-0, but really put it away now. You can't mess around in a game like this with 20 minutes left. BC going for that second goal now. It'll be Lowenberg on the free kick. Opts to try to put that one near the box. Headed away by Syracuse. Corvaya tried to get her foot on that one, but it's Lowenberg to play it long again. Now with Wisbeck. Shouts a handball, but it'll be another throw, and Syracuse will go to their bench again.
Substitution for Syracuse, number 8, Vida Nyhan. For number 9, Kendall Lauer.
It'll be Kendall Lauer making way for Vida Nyhan, who came in the first half, was one of the bright spots, almost got that assist to Mia Clammer, but she gets another opportunity in the second half.
It feels as though Syracuse, as the season has gone on, has relied more heavily on their bench players to come in and make an impact. And you have to wonder if that's a benefit of just building culture and understanding how players play. Where do they want it? Do they want it at their feet? Do they want to run into space? That builds over time, and it's not something that can be created in the preseason, but something to look forward to next season is how can that be created earlier to establish sort of a rhythm with your bench players and your starters.
That ball whipped into the box, a flick on, an opportunity for the substitute Nyhan, but that one goes out for another goal kick. A good opportunity, though, again on one of those long throws for Syracuse.
Nyhan straight off the bench and into what was a great look for Syracuse, just unable to find the back of the net.
Almost scored for their first touch.
Yeah, it would have been an impressive stat.
And Syracuse upping this pressure. Clammer forcing that one out for a BC throw. Syracuse really upping the tempo as we enter the last 20 minutes of play. BC a little suffocated in their own half. Syracuse continuing to attack that net. Clammer's ball. Eventually cleared away. As far as Bridges. Right back to McNaughton, who's tackled well there. By who else but Mara. Has been everywhere for BC.
She has been all over this field. A real connector from defense to offense, even though she is technically a center forward.
Might be listed as a center forward, but like you mentioned, Maggie, has really appeared everywhere on the pitch. Where a heat map would show a lot of areas covered. Called her the Energizer Bunny. In that first half, she really has provided a spark for BC, who have just 16 or 17 minutes away from getting their first conference win of the season. And Syracuse is looking to change that. That ball over the top. Unable to find Corvia. BC opting to go long yet again. It's Real who tries getting that one forward. And yet another throw for Syracuse. Surprising yet to see not some of the starters like Anna Rupert make her way back into this team. She got substituted in the second half. Maybe an opportunity for her to come in later on.
Nikki Thrasher-Adams really giving the opportunity to lots of players on this bench a chance to prove themselves looking ahead for next season as well.
Chance for Syracuse again on these long throws. It's Naheen who almost found the back of the net, and that one's whipped in again. Ball still in the box. Arbelias' header puts that one away. Naheen applying some pressure and winning her team a throw. Still enough time for Syracuse to find that goal. Game is by no means over.
Play has been paused for a video review.
And head referee Brandon Marion is going to have a look at something.
I believe it's a foul or a shove that came in the box, but I couldn't pinpoint exactly where he's looking on that tablet.
I think it had to do with that long throw that came in, maybe a push in the back, as you mentioned. We saw some Syracuse players signaling that that was the case. Well, I'll have a quick look. We saw Boston College get the penalty after the review in the first half. Could be a penalty here for Syracuse in the second.
Boston College using this opportunity to talk strategy in their 18. A good way to regroup for both sides, as we saw in the first half during that VAR review that led to the Boston College penalty kick and goal.
A chance for BC to regroup here and talk some strategy in the last 15 minutes. Trying to hold on to this 1-0 advantage that they built up in the first half. Syracuse trying to avoid giving Boston College their first conference win of the season. You see a team which has struggled this year, but hasn't struggled in the past. Last season they won 12 games, 4 conference wins, and
After review, no handball.
call will be no handball on the field. It will be a Syracuse throw. Just looking off of that throw in to see if it touched the hand of any BC defender, but no call given. Appears as though people on the Syracuse bench were signaling that they thought there was a little bit of a push, but again, no call given by head ref Marion. Nixon plays that one out wide to Naheen. BC affording her a lot of space, and Arbelias can't bring that one down. BC with an opportunity to counter. It's Slensky who opts to play that one back. BC just trying to kill as much clock as they can. Great ball up top to Roberts. Driving at Magnotta. Roberts into the box. Tries to find her teammate Mara. And that one poked away by Bridges. Syracuse getting ready to bring on Anna Rupert, who was so fast and dynamic in that first half. And they'll have an opportunity to do it now.
Bree Bridges doing well to acknowledge that she had time on that ball. There was no long clearance needed. She played the feet of Vida Nahin, and they built up. And BC forcing a foul because they didn't know how to handle it. That's what Syracuse needs to rely more on out of the back, is the deliberate build-up. BC not affording Syracuse any space here in the final 15, and Clomer's got some room to run. Forces a mistake there out of Lowenberg, and there'll be an opportunity for Clomer to throw this one in. Syracuse again going to their bench, bringing on some of those starters.
Ashley Roush coming on for Arbelayes.
Substitution for Syracuse number 4, Ashley Roush. For number 2, Julia Arbelayes.
Roush, one of the team captains in the last 2 seasons for the Orange. A grad student from Reston, Virginia, who is trying to be a part of a team that finds an equalizer here in the last 13.
She's a great player to try to find feet. She leads the team in assists with 4 on the season and 4 goals. Definitely someone Syracuse is trying to find.
Clommer's long throw causing some problems. And it's still here with Wisbeck. Wisbeck taken down, but it's BC who wins the free kick. Brandon Marion deeming that that Gabby Wisbeck impeded the BC defender there, to the dismay of many of the SU fans here in attendance. Magnotta clears and finds Clommer. A dangerous tackle there by Lowenberg. And the referee reached into his pocket. It'll be a card here for Lowenberg, whose dangerous tackle afforded Syracuse an opportunity with the set piece.
The energy turned up on both sides of the ball as we enter last 12 of this game. You can feel the urgency on both sides. BC really looking to get this second goal to put it away, and Syracuse knocking on the door for their first home win in the ACC.
Lowenberg in the 75th minute.
It'll be Ashley Rouch here to take this free kick. Would be a far effort to go for goal, but you never know with Ashley Roush, who instead opts to whip that ball into the back post. Header eventually won. Falls to the feet of Wisbeck. Can't find anybody, and you can hear so many of the fans here yelling, "Shield, shield," wanting that long throw of Mia Clommer, who runs into this near side. Try to find that goal for Syracuse. Ball put into the box. Header won, but claimed by Shippey. Seems as though if Syracuse is to find a goal, it'll come from the throw-in of Mia Clommer, who has provided so many opportunities for Syracuse, especially in the second half, Maggie.
She's been tracking down every ball. The energy that she is playing with and the tenacity is something that is kind of inspiring, I feel like, the entire Syracuse team to turn their energy up more and to follow all their tackles and just see it out. You can tell this game means more to her.
Brandon Marion having to have a conversation here with Sophie Reel, who's just trying to delay this free kick. Fans wanting the card, but Marion not giving her one. Played up, attempting to find Rupert, but again for another goal kick. BC just 11 minutes away from that elusive win. There'll be 2 subs here for BC. Mathis and Poulin coming in. Klensky making way in. Syracuse also trying to go to their bench. It'll be Arbelayes
for Boston College,
to come back in for Syracuse.
Number 27, Lydia
Mackenzie
Poulin.
Dupre.
For number 16, Ellie Slensky.
Arbelayes
Also
being
number 11,
called
Sadie
upon
Mathis for
frequently
number 24,
in the second half of
Sophie
this
Reel.
game. We talked about Mia Clommer's tenacity.
Substitution
Arbelayes
for
just
Syracuse,
following
number
every
2,
single
Julia
ball,
Arbelayes.
winning this
For
one
number
out of the
21,
air.
Mackenzie Dupre.
Syracuse also getting another sub ready, Alina Olke, the senior from Pennsylvania. But still an opportunity here as we approach 11 minutes left. That one intercepted by Douglas. Played through. Mathis trying to play that one, but stopped by Bridges.
Bree Bridges doing very well there to hold her feet and keep Mathis from turning.
It'll be Crow looking for that ball, and it will find Wisbeck, who is offside. Didn't appear as though Gabby Wisbeck thought that ball was going to come to her, but it did find her, but offside again, Maggie.
She looked a little tripped up, wasn't really sure it was coming to her. Just a lack of communication, a lack of checking the shoulder on that one.
BC really taking their time on this set piece, trying to milk as much clock as they can. And the fans trying to get behind their side here at home. Nixon with their hands up. Another free kick for BC.
BC moving down the field with these free kicks, just one lofted ball at a time. They might have the wind at their back, but these balls are getting whipped in there.
It'll be Lowenberg again. Take a free kick on this near side. There's 5 teammates to look for in the box. That one over everybody. Does find the head of one of her teammates, Roberts. That one is wide, and it gives Syracuse a chance to bring in their subs.
For Syracuse, number 12, Alina Olke. For number 14, Natalie Magnotta. And number 18, Olivia Bazo. For number 19, Anna Croyle.
Olivia Bazo comes on again. In place of Magnotta, who's been so excellent today, but Syracuse opting to replace her with Elena Olke.
That's a rare substitution. Natalie Magnotta has played almost a full 90 every single game this season. Really a stalwart in the back line.
Ball now with Douglas. Looks wide and finds Roberts. Plays inside to Mathis, and that one goes forward to Mara, who is offside. Just made a run a little bit too early. As we are inside the last 10 minutes here at SU Soccer Stadium. The wind has died down a little bit, but Syracuse is hoping to pick things up, try to find that equalizer. Vander Bosch goes long. Looking for Roush, who just can't get there, and Shippey again off her line, having to claim that ball, Maggie.
That feels reminiscent of the Miami goal, which is a long ball up, and Syracuse attackers running onto it, but unable to find feet, and an easy ball for Olivia Shippey to pick up.
Roberts and Mara playing the 2-man game here. Mara looks for Roberts again, chests it down, but just can't get her shot off. Golden opportunity for BC to seal the game there and get that insurance goal.
Syracuse's defense, that 3-back system, very spread out, leaving unmarked BC players in the middle of the box. Requires a lot of communication to run the 3-back effectively, and at times you can get pulled off.
Arbelias with a good touch and a good move inside. Gets her pass off, and some space here for Wisbeck. She can find her, which she does. Now with Gabby Wisbeck. Puts that ball into the box and out for a Syracuse corner. Gabby Wisbeck had some teammates to aim for, but does win her team a corner. We saw how dangerous her ball was earlier in the second half. That one floated over Shippey. An outswinger here for Gabby Wisbeck. That ball into the box. Header won by Syracuse, but nowhere near the net. Another opportunity thrown away by the Orange.
Mia Klummer visibly frustrated after that one, holding her head. It was a great ball in, and she hit it with pace, but just nowhere near the net.
The opportunities running out for SU, who have found a lot of success going forward so far. 8 shots for the Orange. Only one of them on net, however, so not a very busy day for Olivia Shippey in net. Syracuse hoping to change that in these last 6 minutes. Trying to prevent BC from getting their first win of the season on their turf. Maine trying to switch that one through Bridges. BC showing a little bit of pressure in these last couple of minutes, trying to keep Syracuse in their own half. Nixon plays it to Wisbeck. He looks down the line, but can't find anybody.
It's a balance for Syracuse. they have their 3-back system, which obviously makes them very vulnerable on the counterattack, but can they throw numbers forward to keep looking for that final goal to get this tie? It's hard. It's a juggling act to know when to put those numbers up and when to bring them back behind the ball.
Chance here for Clommer now for Syracuse. Clommer trying to create something, but a great job by the goal scorer, Amalia Dray, and a great ball up top. Roberts wins the header. Olke is having to be called on, shows her physicality, but does give away a free kick. Alina Olke trying to use her body to win that ball, but all she does is give BC a free kick. BC not committing too many people forward, only 3 or 4 people in the box. Wouldn't be surprised if they went short here, but it appears though Roberts is gonna go for a cross. Roberts accidentally touching that ball twice. I don't think she meant to hit that first one, but it means that Syracuse will now get a free kick.
That was an attempted free kick out of the playbook for sure, but just a double touch against the rules in soccer. You got to hit it one time if it's a pass or a shot. So it's a long ball now for Syracuse.
Really could have been a waste because BC could have used that to keep the ball in the corner and see more time tick down off the clock. But instead, it's a long ball here for Syracuse.
Yellow card
Now
was
finds
issued
Naheen.
to Boston College's number 15, Ashley Roberts, in the 78th
Arbalia is
minute.
trying to find one of her teammates, but instead it's a drop ball for Syracuse. Off of the referee, Brendan Marion. And now with Mara. Finds Roberts. Dispossessed by Roush. Again, a great job there by Andy Wright, keeping this attack going for BC. Bridges is taken down, but wins the ball off Mara. Time ticking down for Syracuse.
Andy Wright, not a player we've highlighted that much, but has been very consistent as a holding midfielder on this BC team. Really a connector between the back line and the forwards.
Great skill by Rupert, putting that one into the box, and Shippey was a little uncomfortable with that one. Roush almost capitalized, but she'll boot it long.
That ball just took an awkward bounce before Shippey. Looked like she was unsure if she should front smother and collapse on it or bring it into her hands. Ultimately gets it off the rebound.
Syracuse just trying to get that final pass ready as Nixon is driving now from center back. Plays that ball through to Clommer, who tries to get to it, but just a little bit too much. You wonder if the wind took that one a little bit further than Nixon intended.
The wind is a gift and a curse here for Syracuse. Nixon doing well in the final minutes of both halves to build up on offense. Lots of looks from her. Looks comfortable with the ball at her feet, dishing it out.
Really can't put too much blame on Nixon as this wind has really picked up in these last couple of minutes. Affecting that goal kick from Shippey, but BC retaining possession here. Bridges unable to deal with it and cleared away by Olke. Time dwindling down for the Orange. Just 2 minutes. As Rupert almost got there, but it is cleared away by Lowenberg. Now ball floating perfectly for Mara. Dropped off by Douglas and played long. Nixon back to Vanderbosch as we are inside 2 minutes now at SU Soccer Stadium. Syracuse trying to get that equalizer, but the BC back line is equal to it. Now out wide with Wisbeck. Has Roush if she wants her and uses her. Ashley Rouse now for Syracuse. Ball into the box, but that one behind the net. Another goal kick for BC.
Substitutions for Boston College, number 2, Natalie Gross.
BC going to their bench, just trying to see this one out.
And number 16,
Slensky and Natalie Gross
Ellie
coming back on.
Slensky for number 20, Baylor Goldthwait.
It's a good buildup from Syracuse. They've been relying heavily on this left side up the wing. Ashley Roush doing well. But again, it's that final pass, the final shot, unable to capitalize on it.
Syracuse almost out of time to try to get that equalizer. Trying to get the goal to match BC, who found the opener in this game through the foot of Amalia Dray in the first half. A penalty off of a handball for Syracuse. So far, the decisive moment in this match.
It's been a very back and forth game. Both teams with good opportunities, but sometimes games just fall to a penalty kick.
Roush wins that one and has space here. Roush for Syracuse, blocked. Under a minute now for the Orange. We've seen late goals happen here at SU Soccer Stadium. Clemson got that late one just a week ago. So not over for SU by any stretch. Played through to Rupert, who tried to shield that one away from Lowenberg. But that one is out for a goal kick, and that could be it for Syracuse.
Syracuse putting numbers forward as fast as they can, and Olivia Shippey, no doubt, taking her time on this goal kick, looking to place
10,
it down
9,
the line.
8, 7.
Inside the last
6,
10 seconds.
5.
Take a miracle
4,
here for Syracuse.
3, 2, 1.
And
0.
that will do it. BC comes into Syracuse and grabs their first conference win of the season
The final score
as
of
the
today's
final
game,
home
Boston
match for
College
SU.